Hey, hey, how's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing well. Hi, Kathy. Sitting where I can just see the comments for a while now. I've been reading, but I've been trying to get some other stuff ready too. So, hope everybody's having a good day. Waiting to see how many people jump on here. This may be a pretty easy giveaway if we don't get over 100 people. I may have to figure out how many everybody gets. If we have less than 100, I may have to give more than $5 away. So while we're kind of waiting here, I want to kind of give a thank you to a lot of our unnamed admins, the people that are not admins of Infinite Funds, but they are admins of Facebook chats, groups, things like that. So, I want to send a shout out and a thank you to Sandy Weber, Julie McCrae, and sorry if I pronounce any names wrong. I'm doing the best I can. Kahalo Derard, Kevin Martin. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Ndifiron. Nidifron. Charles Lundy, Rusty Ralston, Annie Harrop, Jerry Golf, Jason Thyrus, Brian Hedges, Kathy Sampson, Jeff. Everybody sees him on here and stuff as executive decision. Just kind of a shout out, let those people know we do appreciate everything they do for us. That they've spent time admin in Facebook groups, chat groups, things like that. They help keep a lot of stuff under control, putting people in the chat groups they need to be in. And, I've even seen some of them when there's an issue between a couple people, have suggested one to another group. So we do thank them greatly. So I hope we're up to 95 people now. Your I in the name is long. So is it Tyrus? I mean, does it sound the way it's spelled, or does it sound like an E? Yeah, Tyrus. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, and it's been good to see the PIP list going quick. The first day I uploaded some PIP people. I uploaded, I don't know, close to 800. I can upload 200 at a time, and but if that's the same list we had online before, so some of them are already in the system. Because I don't go through and take the ones out because it won't add them twice. So it sends me an error back and sends me the names that were already put in. It just tells me already in the system or username used. So I uploaded about 800. I think about 720 went in. 80 of them were already in the system. So, then I waited, a couple of days, and then I uploaded another 400. I think 310 went in or something like that. So this morning I checked, some of those were still there, so they're not gone yet. I'm trying to give a couple of days between when they run out to get active, let you guys bring in your active members. I wanted to go over a couple of things. In your back office, if you go to sign up in the menu, there's a new member option there. You can sign people up manually, and when you do, you put in your username, and I think this works if they go to your link too. You go through the process of signing up, but it gets to that page towards the end, and it gives you that rectangle box, and it says free to join, and then something on the right side, and you just hit finish. If they click free to join and they hit finish, it just puts them on the PIF list, and they're out there waiting. We have a lot on the PIF list that have been waiting for 2 weeks. I'm about to go through the PIF list and just PIF them all in. So what I was saying is, if you have people on the PIF list with your name as sponsor, get them into the system in the next 24 hours or so. Otherwise, I'm going to PIF them all in. I'm just going to do it from the admin account and let them go. Or I'm going to tell everybody else, they're fair game. Clear them out. Unless they say admin, then if you don't need them, obviously leave them for everybody else. But we don't want to make people wait. Leaving them on there. I've seen some names that are on there for like 2 weeks. So, making them wait 2 weeks. We're putting, other people are piffing in admin ones, and, we're buying positions. All this stuff's getting in front of them. Why are we hurting them like that if they're friends and family? So let's get them in the system. But what I was saying is, when you go through the process of a new member, you get to the end there. If you don't click that free member, you just hit finish. It tells you on the screen, it has a link, and it says you can log into that person's account that you just created right there. You click that link, it takes you straight into them, and it gives you a pay option. And you can only pay by Coinbase or Stripe. It doesn't give you an e-wallet. I'm still trying to work out something with that, because the reason it doesn't give you that, because now you're in their account. And they don't have an e-wallet yet because they're not piffed into the system yet. So you have that option. You could pay for them using Stripe or Coinbase. If you do that, if you choose one of those payment options, it costs you 50 cents to bring them in. And it does work. It's at 50 cents. And the PIF list obviously is 99 cents, but that's how you can get your stuff for 50 cents. So, if you need to hear that again, please replay this later. I'm going to try not to go through a bunch of things multiple times like I usually do. Try to keep this, halfway under control, because we do have drawings to do. If we feel like this is going to take too long with the drawings, then we'll end the live and I'll do them, on the system, and I'll look back and see who was online and things like that. But I'd rather do them live. So let's see, what else I want to go over. I had a message, and I'm not going to name no names. There's not a post, so I don't have to feel like I'm throwing anybody under the bus or anything like that. I got a private message the other day. Somebody told me that they feel like they were misled from the beginning, that I haven't been upfront and stuff like that, that I haven't been honest or whatever. And my answer to them was, what are you comparing me to? Because I think I've been as honest as I can be. I haven't hidden anything. So if you have a concern or a question, come to me with it. Sorry, throat's going dry. I've been kind of down, for the last couple of days, sore throat and stuff. So, but I try to give you all the information. The last live, I told you exactly how the numbers work, how to figure out where you're at in the system. Systems like this, when they get wide, they take a while, because it has to work its all the way back around to the front again. So once you like level up to level 1, you complete level 1, it may be a while before you get to level 2. What you have to keep in mind is, as the system's getting wider and it takes longer, don't financially kill yourself in the process. It may be a while before it gets back around. Keep in mind the payments keep going up that you're going to get. They just keep getting bigger. So as you get higher in level, so you want to start a little slower than money wise, than you would 2 months later, because then you have more money put into the system because you're making bigger money. For instance, like some of you, I'm sure some of you noticed, some of you haven't. The subscription options, they started today. In your back office, there is a package purchase or purchase package, something like that. If you go into there, it'll give you 4 options. 1 position per day for 30 days. And something, David. 3 positions per day for 30 days, 5 positions per day for 30 days, and 8 positions per day for 30 days. The subscriptions that are options in there, you can buy all of them, one of them, none of them, whatever you want to do. So those are active. And what I was saying is, as you level up, when you're higher level, you have more income coming in from the system. So you're able to put more back in without actually taking it out of your pocket and still have something left. For instance, the subscription started today. We know that I am near the top with the admin, because, the admin's the company account, and that's the money we're giving away today. Is we give away from that account. We pay for upgrades with that account. I am right below the admin. And so, obviously today when the subscription started, I bought one of all of them. But my account has the funds to do that. And I want to do that because I want to put, a good portion of my money back into the system and let it work from the bottom up to everybody else. And since I am at the top, I am in an affordable position to do that with my account. So like I said, don't break yourself, killing yourself when it may be a little while before it comes back around. Do what you can afford, to donate to a system to help people. If you can't afford to help people, then, kind of sit back and, wait till you can. Obviously we need people to help people, and we need the system to keep moving. So we do hope, we keep enough people active and can help everybody. But I didn't start this program to watch people file bankruptcy trying to make money. That's not the point of this. So don't kill yourself. And the people towards the top, we hope that they're the ones that will really pick up those subscription packages, because they've been making more than what they cost. So those are the people that keep the system really running, because they're pushing the lower levels back, higher, getting more people paid, which then allows them to get subscriptions, so on and so on. So, that's kind of how that works. I want to make it clear to people. I'm not asking people to, take their whole paycheck and not pay rent this month. Don't do that. So let's see. What else do I want to go over? Let's see here. Let's see. I don't remember. I'm looking through the site too. Oh, I think the bots are active. I haven't figured out what time they do their purchasing. I would assume it's end of day. Just like the updates of the positions bought and stuff like that. So We got to talk to the programmers more on that to find out. I want to know the exact time. The bots, if they do it end of day, what they're going to do is, I don't know whether they'll be a day behind, or if they'll store a day behind, or if they would just go back to the actual stored list for that day. Like right now, we're getting ready to enter the end of day, which it's still allowing me to sign up a member, so I don't think we've started it yet. But that when it gets to that point, it says midnight, whatever is, yeah, okay, so it's already stopped. Oh, so it's down to upload the bots right now. It doesn't say midnight this time. It says purchases will be available after 7 a.m. So my assumption is the bots have a lot of positions they're getting ready to buy, which puts them on today's end of day, but it's going to take, midnight's in 45 minutes on server time. And if it's going to be down till 7 a.m., that's the next 7 hours. So 7 hours and 45 minutes, which means the bot has a lot of positions it's getting ready to buy. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting. While I'm doing that, I might as well look and see how many positions are in the system right now before they start. Let's see, 50-cent position, last page. They might have already started. Either that or we just had a lot of positions bought in the last couple of days. Weren't we like at 25,000 just a couple of days ago? Let me go through my notes here. Or 30,000? So, does anybody remember the exact numbers here? I gotta find them in my notes. 31,709. We're 10,000 up from that right now. So either we've had 10,000 bought in the last month or last week, which means the bot's getting ready to add to however many they add, or the bots have already started taking effect if we didn't jump 10,000 in the last 7 days. So yeah, we're at 41,589 right now on the 50-cent positions. And you got to figure we're kind of at that point now. We're far enough down in levels where every 4 positions that go in the 50 cent completes the person above that, they're level 1, which is what, 50 cents. You don't get anything till the big stuff like the $5 reentry. You don't get that till level 3. So you got 4, 16, 64. So every 64 positions that goes in, somebody gets a $5 reentry. I believe. I can verify that before I make promises here. Nope, I'm wrong. Every 256. Because it's level 4 that a $5 fast goes in. Level 2 of 50 cent, level 3 to 50 cents, level 4 a 5 fast and a 50 cent. So level 4, so it's every 256 50 cent positions that go in, there's a $5 fast that goes in too. So you figure in the last week we've been up 10,000 positions. And I don't remember it being this high earlier when I was looking this morning. So I think the bots have already started because for some reason I think that's a lot higher than I seen it this morning. But I'll verify that later. Actually, I can verify it now. Let me just back up a few pages here. I'm just scrolling back a few pages to see. Okay, here we go. So before today started, the 28th, which um, before today started, we had 41,000. So the bots haven't even kicked in yet. So the bots are going to kick in. So we're looking at a big growth still, which is good. I mean, that's even better news. We actually went to 41,000 on our own, 41,500. Actually, 41,105 is the position number of the last position. So the bot's going to kick in. It's going to grow a lot more too. So you figure, there's going to be a lot of level 1 level ups, which is a 50-cent payout. So we're going to see a lot of those tomorrow. As soon as the bots get their positions bought, we're going to see quite a few level 2s, probably quite a few level 3s. We're going to see, not nearly as many, but we're going to see some level 4s in the 50-cent matrix, which is the 5 fast entries. Once those roll in, then, everything's going to create a chain reaction here. Every 16 $5 fast that come in, somebody leveled out their level 2, which means somebody made almost $15. Every 64 $5 fast that comes in, that's counting the scene, plus 48, 48 more. So you got 4 people that got their level 2, 16 apiece. That also equals 1 person got their level 3 finished, which means somebody got made $209. So it's all a chain reaction. Everything just works together. As people are completing level 1, you figure it takes 4 people to complete level 1 means 1 person completed level 2. If 4 people complete level 2, that means 1 person completed level 3. Same with the bigger matrices that have more than 3 levels. If 4 people completed level 3, 1 person completed level 4. It's all a chain reaction. So because it grows by 4 every time, so it takes 4 people from the previous level to finish for 1 person in the next level to level up. So let's see. That's pretty much it for that. Yeah, so the subscriptions are there. Bots are going in. I don't know if they're going to start purchasing now. I would assume so, because it's going to be down for the next 7.5 hours, or they're making the update to get the system running correctly. But I think they already did it. So because the subscriptions are in there, and they were supposed to do it all at once. So it looks to me like the bots are starting to buy, or going to start to buy once. It's going to take till the normal midnight, which is in a little over 30 minutes, to get our positions for the day in. Then the bots are going to come in behind them, which is great. It's going to push everybody up every day. The bots are going to be behind the daily purchases. So, the subscriptions are on top of you still get 8 a day now. We raised it from 5 to 8. I did say I wanted people online, especially people that haven't earned anything yet, partially to learn about this, the bots, the subscriptions, the purchasing, to tell them I don't want them to break themselves. I understand we've gotten wide. We got wide quick. We grew fast. So, if you're not earning yet, I'm not asking you to break yourself. But I do want you to know that you've heard us talk before about the 7 new matrices coming in. I can't go into too much information. I don't want to give it away yet. We have other companies, platforms out there that are starting to mimic our logo or name. I guess they like the popularity that we're getting, so they use our name, the infinite name. So they just changed part of it. You don't use funds anymore, but I'm flattered. It's great that I guess we're that popular that they want to copy that. But we got things coming up that they'll never be able to match up to, and there's just no doubt in my mind. Um, I even seen one company said, if the funds will never work, they're a four-wide system. It's going to get wide too fast. It's going to slow it down. Yeah, we got wide fast, but I did this for a reason. What's coming is two wides, three wides. We're working on things. So as that grows, we're looking for the least amount of people in a downline we can create to make people level and make money fast. But bonus here is everybody's got positions in the original 9 matrices. Okay, so everything we add from this point will not only pay faster, but it will create re-entries into the original 9. Okay, so everybody's in the original 9. That's where the big money's at. But we're going to provide a way to make fast, quick money, quick pay that doesn't pay out millions. It pays out, if you put $5 in, it may pay out $20, but it only takes, 3 people below you. It takes, 2 levels. So things like that, they're going to be a lot faster. I think right now we're looking at like 14 people in your down, that land below you, and you're paid out more than 3 times what you put into it. We're going to give different levels, things like that, but I don't want to give away how many, what prices, things like that. We're going to kind of surprise everybody. But the big thing is for those people that have not earned anything, okay, here's the big kicker, the reason I wanted everybody online. If you have not earned anything, when the next update is done and the new platform comes in, when the new matrices show up, you are going to be probably the happiest person. Right now you may not be, but you will be the happiest person that day. Because the invitations that when I send out for the new matrices, they're going to go out. I'm going to flip the matrix upside down. I'm going to go in and find all the people that have not earned a penny. The last people to join, I'm going to work backwards. And I'm going to invite them to the new platforms 1,000 at a time. And I'm going to invite them in. And, I may only give them, I'll send the invite out and they'll have an hour or two. I'll give you a heads up a day or two ahead and say it's coming. On this day, I'm going to start inviting. But I'm going to give them like an hour. And the next hour, I'm going to invite another 1,000. Another hour, I'm going to invite another 1,000. And I'm just going to go through. I'm going to send emails out. So, my idea of flipping it over, I've had some people say, well, that kind of sucks for us that are making money in the system because that doesn't do us any good. We're going to be at the back end. We're not going to make anything of that. You're right. Okay. I'm coming in last. I will be the last one to join the new matrices. The admins will be right in front of me. We will be at the back end. The point of that is, okay, we're at the front end of the original 9. So if I take all the people that haven't earned anything and put them into the new system that takes much less people to make money, we put everybody in behind them and everybody buys in, okay? Those of us that are losing money in there at the beginning because we have to wait for people to buy in again behind us once we're all in, those of us that it feels like we're losing money, for the first day or two, okay, we make our money in the original 9 first. So all those reentries that are coming in the original 9 are pushing everybody up in there. So we can afford to lose $5 or $10 over here and make, 15, 20, 30 over here on the opposite end. So that's kind of, where we're heading. And we have a lot of plans, a lot of big things. The people that have earned very small amounts will be right near the people that have earned nothing. Now you got to figure also, Lewis, 90% of the people that have earned nothing, and well, some of them, I shouldn't say 90% of the people that earn nothing. A lot of those accounts are people that have never logged in. So when I send an invite out, do you think they're going to log in? Probably not. So the people that are most likely still going to end up very close to the top are the people that have already made maybe even up to $20 by then. It's going to be the people like me, the admins, the people right below us that have made, a few hundred already. We're going to be the ones that are going to feel the, coming in last, which is not a big deal to us. Today I subscribed to all 4 subscription packages. It took, I don't know, almost a little over $300 out of my account. I've made that. So that's my way of giving back. When the new system starts, I'll gladly, buy a 5 position, a 10 position, a 15, whatever positions we have in there, I'll buy them because I've made that money and I know it will come back eventually. Just got to get to the higher levels where the payouts are bigger. So that's the theory here. Everything we do from now on, when we do things and we're going to flip, we're going to bring the middle out, bring the bottom up. It's going to be a constant process with infinite funds where everything runs in a way to make sure everybody gets paid. That was kind of the big thing I wanted people on here for, other than the giveaway, which we're at 159 people now. So I wonder if I can see a list of people online. Nope. Maybe. Let me see. I'm looking for an easy way to do this. Participants. Yes. Oh, and I can highlight them. Beautiful. So if I highlight everybody and take them and drop them into an Excel spreadsheet, now I have them numbered. So, and then I can use a random generator and draw those numbers. So that's the process. Now we go back to the chat since I already copied that. Everybody can see. Now while I'm trying to load Excel and stuff like that, if you have questions, go ahead and ask. I'll try to answer everything I can on here. I love answering questions on the live because I like people to go back and watch the live, and hopefully they don't blast me with a bunch of questions when I answer them on the live. So you can transfer money if like your accounts below you picked in some people that are from like the church list, the admin stuff that I've been asking if that you've transferred money into those, or you can, if their church accounts, things like that, where people are not going to be extremely active, or they're not buying, you could transfer in $4 to that account. What's going to happen is the bot's going to, if nothing's been done in that account for more than 3 days, the bot's going to buy them up to 8 positions. 8 per day is the limit of the bot. Now, if you're trying to hold on to a little money to save up to do something, to buy a bigger position, if you're trying to save up money and you've been making $4, $5, and you're trying to get to where you can buy a 60 fast or something. And you're not buying because of that reason, you're trying to get there, buy at least a 50-cent position every 3 days. Once it goes 3 days without buying a single position, the bot is going to hit your account. It's in the terms and conditions. It is, that's the way it's working. So if you want to avoid it, that's how you avoid it. I'm still trying to get my Excel spreadsheets to come up. I don't know why it's taken so long. Oh, probably because it came up on the wrong screen. Let me move this over here. See if this works. All right, that worked. Oh wow, it's even got the pictures with them. Interesting. Okay. So, oh, it went up a few more people. I'll add them in here too. So what we need, let me see if we got any more questions I can answer while yes, bot's going to buy 50-cent positions only. No, it's not going to work on login. It's going to work on position purchases. So you can buy one 50-cent position every 3 days, not to worry about it. Now, if you have no money in account, obviously you have nothing to worry about. So, let's see. They gotta be piffed in. Now, if you sign up a PIF and you don't do the free member option and you get the link that takes you into their account, you could send them that link and they could use Stripe and pay their own position in if they want to do that. So they can sign up like that and do the same thing. It'll say do not hit free. It'll give them a link to go straight to their account. Now they can't see anything until they pay. That's how the 50-cent way works. When we get closer, I will announce some of the cost of the new matrices. I can say the low one is going to be around 5, and we may go as high as 400 this time. But like I said, they're all fast matrices. They're not making a killing. They're like tripling the money, triple to quadruple. So it's in there somewhere. I just want to, I don't want to mislead anybody. They all feed to each other. They all feed into the original 9. They, not into each other as far as they feed. When they cycle out, they create a new position in the same matrix they're already in. So let's say you buy into the 5. The 5 will give you positions in the original 9 matrices, the 50-cent matrix, because it's the cheap one here, so it's going to go to the cheap one there. It's also going to give you another $5 reentry in its matrix, and it's going to give you 1 reentry into the next matrix. So your $5 could just go all the way through. However, you will have the option, just like in the original 9, to skip people and jump around because you'll be able to buy any matrix you want. So, and it will not allow, it won't be part of the 8 you're allowed to buy a day. So once that happens, it's going to have a lower limit because we don't want one person to be able to be the front of every single matrix. So the keep that in mind. That's we're going to work on some different things, and that's I'm reading while I'm talking, so yeah, Jeff, we had a glitch happen where it actually gave unlimited positions for like 2 days, and where you could buy unlimited. We had one person I know of that bought like 30. Actually, let me take that back. My mother-in-law, bought 62 positions in one day, in one sitting. So, and then she messaged me and she says, "What's going on?" She's like, "All my money's gone and I don't know why." So I went into the account and obviously I found out that she bought 62 positions and that was pretty much everything she had made so far. So I told her, I said, do me a favor and don't buy anything for like 15 days. You kept the system running for the next 15 days. You're good. You did your part. But yeah, so yeah, that glitch, it caused a couple problems. It did some people some favors, I guess. A lot of them get more, but scares people because what it was doing is it was going to a page. It looked like it was an error and like it didn't go through, but the position was going through. That's why she ended up with so many, because she kept thought it was error out, so she kept retrying. But but yeah, so let's see. Let me get to where I'm at. Let me see if there's any more questions to answer. We got a couple re-entry issues where what's happening is the system is clashing into each other when there's so many coming in at the exact same time that are hitting the storage list. And we have lost a couple. We are working on figuring out how to fix that glitch. We're also putting positions back into the system as we find them. So, I do know like a couple of them. I've found the where they lost a position at, where they did their upgrade, but we have some others in front of them that I'm getting to first. I'm trying to go in order, and doing something like that. So, if you've messaged me and you know that I'm looking for a position for you, even if I found it and you're still waiting on it, that's why, because I know we have some in front of you still, and we are getting to them. Let's see. Okay. Minimum to maximum. Let me go here and let's say, oh, we lost a few people. So we're going to generate some numbers. So let me shrink this page down so I can have both these pages up together. Gosh dang it. Okay, and this one, close that page. I'm not having a whole lot of luck right now. Okay, there we go. Make this a little taller. Okay. So now we can do our drawings. Okay, so generate. First number is number 12 on here. I've got Eva Berry. Eva, if you can, I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. Either give me your username or just at least make sure your name is updated in your profile, because I can do a search on names too. So when I name people, if your name is not correct, either make sure I know your name, give me your username, or message me and give me your username. So let's see. Let me go to number 2. Let's generate another one. Number 5 would be, I guess since I'm using random.org's website to generate random numbers, I guess I can allow my admins to compete. Bill Must. So that's number 2. I'm numbering them on my spreadsheet here too because I want to make sure we don't miss anybody. I've got the list of everybody who's online. I pulled them in, so I know we got a couple people there at work, so I'm not going to hold that against them. I know they were here. Let's generate another one, number 146 on my list. Oh, where'd the rest of my list go? That's not cool. Let me figure this out. If I have to copy them again, I will. Copy. Paste. Why is it doing that? Okay, this is not working. It's not pasting correctly. So I gotta figure out a way to move all these members into an Excel spreadsheet. It's only copying the first 29 people. Yeah, for some reason, when I copy all the participants in here, it's only pasting the first 29 into Excel. I'm pretty sure your account hasn't been hacked. Yeah, I go to participants, copy participants, and I copy all the names, and then I try to paste it in Excel. Only the first 30 paste, the first 29. Other than that, it won't do anymore. Let me see here. Let me go back to the list. Let me go back to participants. Okay, let me find number 29. There it is. Oh, maybe that's why. Out of the 152 participants, it's only showing me 29, 30. The system is not showing me the rest. They're not logged in, I bet. Okay, so here's the thing. Everybody that's in here right now, type your username. Don't type anything else, just your username. And only type it once. And I'm going to talk to you while we're doing that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back through the list. I'm going to take everybody's username. I'm going to copy them all out of the system from the comments. And I'll paste those all in, and we'll do a random generate from those. And then I will post the winners. I will send out a company-wide email in the system. So you'll get a mail, and once you log in, you'll see a mail. I'll send them out in that. That way everybody sees the winner. The great thing about that is it's internal. We don't have to worry about spam or junk mail, things like that. So they are in there. If you go into your menu and you go to mail, you'll find them there. So I've got Eva and Bill as our first winners. So I'll do that. And and I seen your comment, Doris, about making it $3 a piece and splitting it amongst everybody. The only reason I'm not doing that is because when I send out the email, I am going to suggest, if we, since we're going to do 100 people, $5 a prize, I'm going to suggest every single one of them buy a $5 position, $5 fast or something. $5 fast, $5 mid, I don't care. One of the two would be awesome. It will help so many people because it could push a lot. The bot is taking us into the 50-cent matrix. It's going to put a lot in there. So the giveaways would be nice to try to keep them in the $5 section. I'm going to be doing this again. So if you don't win, don't worry. Once we get this next update started for the new matrices and things that we're adding, I'm going to, I'm going to do more of these. We're going to end up giving pretty much everything away that the admin account has once we have stuff paid for. So, and right now the admin, I don't even know what it has. It's a little harder to figure out because it shows me the total amount of money in the system. And then I got to go pull reports and try to figure out what the admin account's actually made from its positions. So it's not as easy. But I'll try to get that too and see if I can report that. I think I don't know. It's made like $4 or $5 grand. It's way ahead of me though. Well, I guess probably because it's the head of every single matrix, and I'm not at the top of every single matrix because when we started, we had a limit, and I couldn't buy all 9 in one day. So that's why it is the top of every single matrix. But I'm giving away 500 out of it because I think there's enough left to be able to afford the upgrades with the new matrices, and then once all that starts, it'll have a bunch of money again. We're going to give away a ton more. So any money we don't spend on the upgrades, I'll be giving away as well. Let's see. So other than that, looks like we got a ton of names here. Hopefully we have everybody. Doesn't really look like we have 150, but I don't know. Maybe I'm scrolling them too fast. Like I said, I can also go back through and get the list of who was on and stuff like that. So I'll figure it out. I'll figure out the best way to do it. I won't do the rest of the drawing until I see I have over 150 people on my list, because I do want to make sure we have everybody that was on here. Those of you that put in your usernames, you're going to make this a lot easier. Thank you very much. Now that everybody's pretty much done doing that, does anybody have any immediate questions I need to answer right now? Otherwise, we'll get this done with, because we're nearing the 1 hour mark. And for those of you that are online that are not subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. If I can hit 1,000 subscribers, I can do these from my phone anywhere. YouTube won't let you do a YouTube live from your mobile phone unless you have 1,000 subscribers. So, but if you have any important questions, ask them now. Okay, nobody's commenting. I don't know if maybe the system locked everybody out. Maybe it's had too many comments. Keep in mind that oops, I typed that wrong. Keep in mind that website there is the website where I post all the links to the lives, the upcoming lives, the countdown timers. I'm gonna update that tonight with some more stuff. So in the updates section and things like that, there's different pages. The live and the countdown timer always goes on the home page. Always take a look at those, and try to keep that page kind of in your bookmarks and check it often. That's probably the easiest way for us to do updates a lot, other than actually sending messages through the system. So I'm going to do both those, do it both ways. And I may even post the winners on the website too as the usernames, just a nice big list, 100 usernames. So other than that, we'll end this meeting. And if for some reason I haven't seen any comments in a while, I don't know if the system's stopping people from commenting now. If it is, send me your username. Preferably in Facebook Messenger. You can mail me through the system and just maybe title it, YouTube Live, and then give me your username. I have a ton of mail I'm still trying to catch up on, so I'll get to them as soon as I can. I want to get this drawing. I want to get people this money as fast as possible. So, I'm going to be working on that tonight, and hopefully by tomorrow morning, all 100 people will have their funds. So other than that, everybody have a great night, and I will talk to you soon.